Somebody finally looks excited.
Welcome to the 2019 graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors by our nationally ranked NJROTC. Standing while ASB Vice President Ms. Reagan Gonzalez will now lead us in the flag salute.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's give another round of applause to our NJROTC and our Wildcat Brigade. Well done. Please be seated. Welcome families, guests, dignitaries, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Jennifer Tomasian, and I am the proud principal of Paloma Valley High School. Joining me on stage, we have some honored guests. From our Board of Trustees, President Mr. Edward Garcia Jr. Vice President Mr. Anthony Stafford Sr. Board Clerk Dr. Randall Freeman. Board Member Mr. David Nellison. And Board Member Dr. Jose Luis Arau. From our district office, Superintendent Mr. Grant Bennett. Deputy Superintendent of Business Services, Ms. Candace Rains. Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Dr. Charles Newman. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Mr. Kirk Skorpanich. Executive Director of Technology, Mr. Joseph Williams. And from the City of Menifee, our Mayor, Bill Zimmerman. I am happy to inform you all that tonight's ceremonies are being filmed by Godfather Films, and a DVD will be mailed to each graduate, courtesy of the Paris Union High School District. Class of 2019, congratulations. I am so proud of the hard work and dedication you have each shown in your journey as a Wildcat. Over the past 4 years, you have worked tirelessly on your journey as a student here, but you have not done this alone. You have built a network of support with your friends seated around you. You have sought guidance from teachers and staff that have encouraged you to keep striving along the way. And most importantly, for the past 13 years in your educational journey, you have relied on the unconditional support of your families and loved ones. Graduates, look into the stands now. Do it. Find your family and give them a surrounding thank you and round of applause. Graduates, this educational journey has brought you to this moment, ready to take your steps boldly into the future. Class of 2019, please stand if you have or will be enlisting in the armed services after high school. Thank you, be seated. Graduates, please stand if you have already secured a job and career for after high school. Thank you, please be seated. And lastly, class of 2019, please stand if you will be pursuing higher education at a college or university this fall. Be seated. Every year, when a new freshman class arrives here at Paloma, I ask the 9th grade teachers, what are they like? What unique qualities does this group of students have? Class of 2019, when you first came to this campus 4 years ago, the phrases I heard repeated over and over were, they're kind. They show genuine compassion for one another. They seem to care a great deal, not just about one another, but also about our community and our society as a whole. As the years went on, I could not agree more. Class of 2019, I am not the first to say this to you, and I will not be the last. You are a special group of humans, and I admire the way you have led our campus to be a better place. But starting tomorrow, it's not just about our campus anymore. It's not just about this little town that we call home. Tomorrow, you step forth into a world that more than ever needs compassion and kindness and caring. So my challenge to you, class of 2019, is to go forth into that world. Live deeply, pursue your passions, but above all, continue to be kind and compassionate to one another and to all those you meet along the way. After all is said and done, it is our human connection with one another that truly lasts the test of time. Thank you, class of 2019, for the honor of being your principal. I would like to welcome Dr. Randall Freeman to the podium with an address on behalf of the Paris Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Adulthood, your final frontier. This future will be the journey of the graduates of 2019. Your life's mission to explore this strange, strange world, to seek out new experiences and strengthen relationships, to boldly go where you've never gone before. Up till now, you have been the co-pilot in your journey. Now, you're not only the pilot, you're the navigator. It is completely up to you as to where you go. Where will you travel in this lifetime? Think about when you're doing that, to have a purpose. Plan that purpose and serve that purpose with passion. I would like to say that you will have passion for the purpose and purpose for your passion. I would be remiss if I did not point out what a special day it is. 75 years ago, D-Day. June 6, 1944, 160,000 Allied forces stormed the beach of Normandy. 9,000 of them did not return. Because of their sacrifice, our entire future was changed. That was the beginning of the turning of the war so that we were able to defeat Nazi Germany. And as an example, one of those gentlemen, Brigadier General Theodore Roosevelt Jr., if the name sounds familiar, he was the son of our president, Theodore Roosevelt. He was 56 years old. He insisted on leading the troops. He knew that most of them had no experience in this kind of battle. He was turned down twice by the command, but he insisted, he persisted. Eventually, he was allowed to lead the charge. He was 56 years old. He had been wounded in World War I. So when he came off of the ship, he had a cane in one hand and his rifle in the other. It was because greatly because of his strategies of leading these people that we were able to succeed that day. 6 days later, he died of a heart attack. And he was buried in France along with those 9,000 troops who remained there. Think about what they have sacrificed for you. What is your legacy going to be? What is your journey going to be like? Only you know. Congratulations and the best of luck.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to stand here before you today as Salutatorian of the class of 2019. I would like to start off by thanking the Paloma Valley and Paris Union Administration and staff for having us here today. I would also like to give special thanks to my family for raising me, as well as all the other people who helped me along the way, especially my grandma. And now, if I may ask for a moment of silence for those dearly departed who could not be here with us to witness this day. My fellow peers, today marks the beginning of an end as we transition into adulthood. We will undoubtedly face a multitude of challenges we have never dealt with before, which will test both our strength and will. However, wherever we may go, we must remember our roots and find solace in our past. In those moments of difficulty, remember these past 4 years. Remember the laughter and the tears, the accomplishment and the defeats. Remember that despite it all, you are here today because you made it. Feel this moment for as long as it lasts. Remind yourself of who you were then, who you are now, and who you hope to become. Only then will you truly realize how far you've come and how far you'll go. Since the start of my freshman year, I have lived on this campus, staying from 7 a.m. and leaving by 7 p.m. My circumstances were unique to say the least, and going home early became a luxury for me. However, even when I was offered a ride by my friends, I would typically turn them down, mainly to not abuse of their kindness, but also, I knew that going home meant turning in for the day. If I left, I knew that the work I needed to do wouldn't get done. But if I stayed, I knew I wouldn't be able to relax and hang out with my friends. This was my first realization that in order to achieve or gain something, something else must be given up in return. I would like to share a phrase with you all. Carpe diem. Latin for seize the day. Live life to the fullest and believe in your ability to accomplish the task before you. Cherish everything that makes you who you are. Never let insignificant details such as labels define you, because at the end of the day, you will be remembered for who you were and how you made the people around you feel. Class of 2019, I leave you with these final words from former President Barack Obama. No matter how much you've done or how successful you've been, there's always more to do, always more to learn, and always more to achieve. Thank you all. God bless the class of 2019, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Chris. Well done. Now welcome this year's valedictorian, Miss Esmeralda Morales.
Hello, Wildcats, parents, family, and friends. Well, it looks like after many long years, months, and days of waiting for this day to come, we have finally made it to graduation. I would like to thank all of our past teachers, our families, and God, because without them, we wouldn't be here today. My mom and dad, who brought my sisters and I to the U.S., I owe them everything. After opening my acceptance letter to UCLA, my mom and I cried because I accomplished what they dreamed about, getting an education and obtaining a better life than what they were given. They always tell me how proud they are of me, but they have no idea how proud I am of them, for all they have given and provided. Mamá y papá, gracias por darme la luna y las estrellas y el apoyo que me han dado todos estos años. Los quiero mucho. In these past years, I learned that seasons come and go. Our first school season began when we started kindergarten. Scared or excited, it didn't really matter, because the first day marked the beginning of our futures. Our futures, however, weren't set in stone, especially in middle school, where our bodies started to change and our minds began to mold us into the people who we are today. The first day of middle school consisted of us trying to get rid of our parents, because we were tweens who obviously knew everything. We played with kendamas, ran miles, got braces, and hit puberty all at the same time. After 3 years, we finally managed to come out of the most awkward stage of our lives, and we began high school. The first day of high school was a bit overwhelming. We walked onto a campus full of giants with facial hair. I'm talking about you, Purdue. We were at the bottom of the food chain once again, but it didn't really matter, because in a short time the years flew by. High school was filled with lots of homework, projects, tests, finals, and procrastination. We attended football games, soccer games, homecomings, pep rallies, morts, field trips, parties, proms, and ate lots of spicy chicken sandwiches. We sat at the lunch tables telling each other jokes, complaining about all the tests and homework the teachers had the audacity to give us, and planning out our futures. We have shared many laughs, tears, heartbreaks, failures, and successes, and we even became irrationally afraid of clowns at one point. We got our license, our first car, our first job, and we continued to stress out about college and our grades. Throughout high school, we lost friends, but in the end, we also made the greatest friendships, and these friends soon became a family. A new squad of sisters that I know will be around for a lifetime. High school will soon become our past, and all the things mentioned will become memories. These memories are things that you will carry with you always, even when we get older and start losing our hair like lightning. Memories are glimpses of who you used to be, and they will shape you into who you will become. To all the friends I have met throughout this journey, I thank you for a lifetime of memories. It will always be remembered. As this season comes to an end, I leave with the highest hopes for all of you. I know that you will be the best college students, employees, servicemen and servicewomen, and the best parents of future generations. Cherish every single moment of the life that awaits you. Think fondly of the past, and don't forget all the memories and lessons you learned as a Wildcat. Live boldly. Push yourself. Don't settle for anything other than what you know you deserve. And lastly, live. Live your life to the fullest, a life filled with joy, passion, love, and so much laughter. Allow yourself to feel every single emotion, even sadness, but never regret anything. It's okay to make mistakes, because learning from them is what makes you a better person. Change the world, be good, be kind, and enjoy all the adventures that await you. Once again, congratulations, class of 2019. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Esmeralda. Mr. Bennett and members of the Board of Trustees, I certify that the Paloma Valley High School class of 2019 has fulfilled all the requirements of the Paris Union High School District and the state of California for the graduation of high school.
Thank you, Mrs. Tomasian. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept your certification of these students. Based upon that certification, I now declare that these students are graduates of Paloma Valley High School of the Paris Union High School District. Class of 2019, congratulations and best of luck.